let's talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. There's all this controversy over it. However, what do you think musically? Do you think it was a good choice?
Well, first of all, I don't even know who the hell the guy is. I've never heard of him. I'm not even big into music anymore. What's his name?
Bad Bunny.
What the hell is Bad Bunny sing? I would know one.
I don't know any songs myself.
I don't know one of Bad Bunny's songs, but if Bad Bunny don't like the United States, keep his ass where he at. Don't come over here singing. I'm not surprised the NFL to do something like this. You know, that's how they got that political crap. They like they good guys and they not. But you know, Bad Bunny keep his. Where's Bad Bunny from?
He's from Puerto Rico.
Keep Puerto Rico. You don't want to. If you don't like the U.S., keep his ass over there.
Apparently, well, Puerto Rico is part of the U.S.
I know, but still, if you don't want, he don't like the U.S. I mean, don't come in and perform.
A lot of people, parents are kind of up in arms because some of his content's kind of adult.
Yeah.
He talks about partying, women, this and that. You know, what do you make of that? Is that okay?
I mean, what songs don't? What about the rappers? I mean, you know, hey, like I said, I mean, I heard some stuff he said about the United States. So, you know, I'm from the U.S. I love my country. And if you don't like the United States, get your ass out here. Don't come over here.
Do you think the NFL kind of puts this in place so people have conversations to make controversy? Because it seems like sometimes they might do that, right?
The NFL is crooked than the federal government, way crooked than the federal government could ever be. So I mean, you know, I know the NFL is. They don't care about their players. You know,
so corruption from the top.
Don't give me on
no,
that.
I know. We know that the elites all over are pretty corrupt, right? Money makes people corrupt.
Right.
Would you say?
NFL is ultra corrupt.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. You know, Bad Bunny says something about the U.S. You know, don't come here and perform.
Yeah.
You know, don't come here. You know, stay in the country. I mean, I know Puerto Rico is part of the U.S., but it's not the U.S. That's what I look at it. You know, that's what I mean. I just feel like that. You know, they get these performers and they say all this controversial stuff about the United States, like they hate the U.S. and all that kind of stuff. And if you hate the U.S., don't come here.
Gotta ask chat if Bad Bunny said that. That's Eric Dickerson, if you don't know. Hall of Fame running back in the day. Chat, did Bad Bunny publicly state that he hates the United States? I couldn't find any credible evidence. What can be found, he said that he's skipping U.S. tour dates in his upcoming tour because he fears ICE raids at concerts, and clarified that none of the reasons why to hate. Some political figures and commentators have accused or claimed he hates America, but these are their interpretations and allegations, not quite quotes from Bad Bunny himself. In other words, he has emphasized the Puerto Rican identity, criticized U.S. policy, and spoken about Puerto Rican political status.
Bad Bunny, when you speak for Latinos, you speak for your fucking self, homeboy. Somebody who actually lives in Puerto Rico, which you don't. I can tell you that the majority of people here call him Benito el Comunista. Benito, the communist. Because when it comes to Bad Bunny, two things can be true at the same time. You could be an amazing musician and make great music, but you can also have garbage ass political views. And what's happening with the Super Bowl is nothing but a political stunt. In Puerto Rico, Bad Bunny is part of the political party that wants independence for Puerto Rico. He has extreme leftist views. Think AOC with auto-tune. And I want to say that as a gay man, please stop pandering to the gay community. Very inauthentic. And you being a role model for boys or pushing hyper-feminization is something I don't fuck with. See, while he's out screaming independence for Puerto Rico, he's doing it all from his Malibu mansion while flying private from here to there. Yet he wants Puerto Ricans to give up their passport. Well, newsflash, Benito. If you want Puerto Ricans to give up their U.S. citizenship and their passports, you should be the first one in line. Lead by example. But you won't do it, will you? So while you're out here selling "We Should Hate America" to young Puerto Rican men, I find it absolutely ironic that you're doing it all while living what? The American dream. Yeah, you see, he believes that us Puerto Ricans should give up our citizenship, yet he's out here fighting for illegals to get green cards. How the fuck does that shit work, homeboy? You're a fucking walking contradiction. Let me tell you something. I grew up in New York, and I have the things that I have, and I'm at where I'm at because of my U.S. citizenship. Puerto Ricans are literally the only ones in Latin America that can go to any state without any hassle. We were given the golden ticket. Now this clown wants to go ahead and take it away to give it to illegals. I don't fucking think so, homeboy. So what, you're gonna go to the Super Bowl with the president there, trying to make a political statement? Well, let me tell you something. 48% of Latino men voted for Trump. That's the majority. So I don't know who your demographic is right now. I also find it quite hilarious that you like to bash President Trump, yet you always conveniently leave out all the horrible, corrupt governments that these people are fleeing from. Why don't you call out those leaders? Because that doesn't fit your fucking agenda, does it? That's right. Bad Bunny, brought to you by Venezuela. Cause see, what pisses me off is that he's out here using his platform to paint Latinos as victims. Newsflash, homeboy, we voted for all this. Oh, that's right, we voted for President Trump to secure that fucking border and deport any motherfucker that came in here illegally. Oh, Bad Bunny cancels his US tour because of President Trump. No. This is not against President Trump. This is against your very own fans. Let's call out the hypocrisy, homeboy. Your millions come from American banks. You get paid in American dollars. Your Nike and Adidas deal? Oh, American companies. And your luxury lifestyle? All built on the capitalism that you pretend to hate so much. And your money being stored in American banks. You're out here wanting to play revolutionary while at the same time collecting capitalist checks. Don't be a fucking hypocrite. And don't ignore the Puerto Ricans who have built a life in the United States. Not to mention all the Puerto Ricans serving in our military. So you can continue to cancel concerts over President Trump, but President Trump isn't the problem. No, it's your hypocrisy that's the fucking problem. As a great artist can be an absolutely terrible political influence. Both can be true at the very same time. You can't gaslight me, homeboy.
And I recall seeing a conversation. It was on TikTok, or no, it was on X. Forgot who it was with, man, but somebody representing a law enforcement arm of ICE, pretty much saying that, you know, the feds are going to be in the building at the Super Bowl. ICE agents are going to be in the building at the Super Bowl.
So the NFL leadership has decided to hire a cross-dressing, America-hating, ICE-hating Puerto Rican dude whose music I haven't heard any of, but his name's Bad Bunny, and he says that he dislikes Donald Trump. He endorsed Kamala Harris, and he doesn't sing in English, but nonetheless, he's been hired as the Super Bowl halftime show, in spite of the fact that he refuses to tour in America because he's so scared of ICE. He's so scared of Homeland Security enforcement, knowing that those, you know, his concerts would be a nexus for immigration enforcement. Will ICE have enforcement at the Super Bowl for the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show?
Benny, there is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally, not the Super Bowl and nowhere else. We will find you, we will apprehend you, we will put you in a detention facility, and we will deport you. So know that that is a very real situation under this administration, which is completely contrary to how it used to be.
For Bad Bunny to go from saying he doesn't do American tours because he's not trying to get his people deported, like, what's changed, bro? What's changed, dog? Because you best believe your people is pulling up to that game, right? You said, does Trump got you on payroll? You a mole in the camp, bro? It's like, what happened, Captain? You should be staying far away from that motherfucker, bro, because the Fed said they don't care, dog. If you come that motherfucker looking like Spanish is your native tongue, bro, you may get detained. So y'all better be careful. It's irrelevant to the uproar taking place in America about Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. And, you know, I understand all the animosity there, man, but it fits the brand. It fits the brand, bro, right? NFL is woke as a joke, and they continue to be woke because it ain't doing nothing to their pockets, bro. Like, NFL's ratings are still through the roof. They haven't declined at all, regardless of all their political decisions they've made that clearly show what side of the fence they on, bro. They woke as fuck. They woke as fuck. And I know Puerto Rico is technically America, but like Eric Dickerson said, it ain't. It's a territory, bro. They can't even vote, right? Puerto Rico is like, well, I ain't gonna say like Hawaii. You know, Hawaii is an actual American state, but if you ever gone, well, I don't know. It depends on what parts of Hawaii. No disrespect, respectfully. I mean, I ain't been to Oahu. I've been to Maui, and I've been to Kauai, bro. And especially Kauai, it feel like you in a whole different country. It don't feel like America at all. It feels like Hawaii, island, isolated. They keep it that way. I ain't been to Puerto Rico. Y'all gotta let me know how Puerto Rico is, man. I'd imagine it's similar because it's an island. You know what I mean? But regardless, they can't even vote there, dog. And the majority language there is Spanish. And then it's like, in any other situation, a decision like this would be detrimental to business. I mean, it'd be like business suicide because you're not knowing your audience, right? But the caveat to this is that the halftime show is going to be totally disassociated with the football game, bruh. I'd imagine ratings are going to go up when Bad Bunny performs, bro, because he's one of, if not the most popular artist in the world, right? So you're gonna have a lot more than just football viewers tapping in to see him perform just because of that. And then once the halftime show's over, I'd imagine numbers are gonna subside and get back into the game, right? But real talk, if people is that fed up about it, don't watch the game. Hit them in the pockets if it pisses you off that much. But no, it don't piss you off that much because you're still gonna be tapped into that goddamn game. You feel me? Personally, for me, I could care less because I'm not really into sports like I used to be back in the day. You know what I mean? It ain't that important to me. I'm sure I'll have it on or something, right? But just the optics look crazy when you have such an American sport, football, like America. You know what I mean? English speaking America. You know what I'm saying? Chicken wings and beer, America. And you're gonna have Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. And I seen somebody post a slick ass post talking about like all of the different international artists that Super Bowl has had perform. It was like Rihanna, Shakira, because Rihanna's from Barbados, Shakira's from some Latin country. U2. Let me see if I can find it. U2 was from Ireland. Where did I see it? It was a slick ass post. Oh, here we go. No, that wasn't it. Where the fuck was it? I thought it was right here. Oh, and then scrolling through makes me think of his little SNL bit where it's pretty much like a slap to the face to all Americans. Talking about, y'all got 4 months to learn Spanish if y'all want to enjoy the halftime show.
De todo, demostrando que nuestra huella y nuestra aportación en este país nadie nunca la podrá sacar ni borrar. And if you didn't understand what I just said, you have 4 months to learn.
So it's literally like a middle finger to your typical American patriot, which used to be synonymous with American football, but not no more because what we are. And Super Bowl woke as fuck, but y'all allow them to be woke because y'all don't hit them in the pockets. Y'all still be tuned in, still be tapped in, bro, letting this woke shit fly. But I don't even need a list, bro. It was a bunch of other like international artists, bro, but they all spoke the native tongue in the songs, bro. They were all speaking English, so everybody could understand what the hell was going on, bro. That's the main issue. It ain't got nothing to do with him being from Puerto Rico, bro. Cause like the list said, it was Rihanna, it was Shakira, it was in any other situation like this, that would be considered like business suicide because you're not taking care of your audience. You're not taking care of the paying customers. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, the halftime show was going to be totally disassociated from the fucking game. And when the halftime show, numbers are going to skyrocket. Everybody going to be tapped in for that. If you're that mad, don't watch. If you're that mad, don't watch. But you must not be that mad because you still going to watch. You're still going to watch, allowing the NFL to be woke and a joke. Woke and a joke, bro. Yeah, I mean, I don't got nothing against Bad Bunny. I don't know nothing about Bad Bunny. I just know he's fucking popping. He's popping, bruh, but he a weirdo. Gay as hell, kissing men. I've seen little videos of him having like demonic performances and all that, bro.
Fans are reporting that they felt a demonic presence when attending Bad Bunny's recent concert. Fans even started to make it into a meme by taking videos saying that the concert just feels demonic, but it became extremely dark when this song Botánico came on, where there were masked demons dancing all over him and the concert turned all red. Even the music video to this song is extremely dark. It's this monster looking thing that creeps up into this woman's room, and it actually ends up becoming Bad Bunny himself. Those who attended this concert are even advising people, if you're gonna go see Bad Bunny's concert, then schedule your bathroom breaks whenever this song comes on. And at one point, those demons that were around him, you can't really see because the concert gets really dark, but they start grabbing and pulling on him like he's being sacrificed or something. If you've seen my old videos, you know that this is no surprise because he's been showing this symbolism for quite some time now, and it was only a matter of time until this started happening in real life in concerts. You're looking at the man who had the second most streams in the world on Spotify in 2023.
Majority of these rappers are all, the majority of these industry fools are demonic to some extent, man. And then at the same time, it'd be hypocritical of me to criticize Bad Bunny for not being your, traditional. But I mean, for that matter, ain't nobody really been like a traditional American artist as far as the halftime show is concerned, man. But there was a lot of pushback or clapback for having Kendrick Lamar perform for the same reasons, right? They were saying that the majority of the audience is not gonna know who Kendrick Lamar is, not gonna know what songs or whatnot, man. But that backfired because he had one of the most tuned in halftime shows of all time. Bad Bunny probably gonna break it though. He gonna break the record, bro, because I think he is the biggest global artist, right? And then Spanish is the most used language around the world. So them numbers are gonna pull up. So I'd imagine he's gonna shatter every fucking halftime show record, man. And Super Bowl definitely has that in mind as well for our advertisements and all that. It's a business at the end of the day, and it's a double dip. They're gonna get all that Spanish money, and they're gonna get all America money by tapped into this game, bro. But if you're that upset about it, don't watch. If you're that upset about it, don't watch. But you ain't that upset, you're gonna fucking watch. So just leave it alone.